Most people assume that if you want to record a full drum kit or a small band in your home studio, you have to drop a small fortune on an interface. But then you run into something like this. It is honestly a bit ridiculous how much connectivity is packed into this chassis. You are looking at 18 inputs and 20 outputs, which is just massive for the price point. When you first pull it out of the box, it feels surprisingly sturdy. It has that utilitarian, metal-cased vibe that suggests it can handle being tossed into a gear bag without falling apart, though the knobs have a bit of that classic plastic feel you expect at this level. What really matters, though, is what happens when you plug it in. Those 8 Midas design preamps are the real stars here. They are clean, they have plenty of headroom, and they don't add that harsh, brittle noise that plagues a lot of cheaper gear. Whether you are tracking a condenser mic for vocals or plugging in a bass guitar, the signal stays crisp and professional. The 24-bit, 96 kHz resolution is more than enough for any serious project, and the latency is low enough that you won't be pulling your hair out while monitoring through your DAW. It plays nice with everything from Ableton to Pro Tools, so you don't have to worry about compatibility headaches. Now here is the thing that might catch you off guard. While the ADAT and SPDIF options are fantastic for expanding your setup later on, the physical layout can get a little cramped when you have every single input filled. If you have thick cables with bulky connectors, things get tight fast. It is not a deal breaker, but it is definitely something to keep in mind if you are planning to max out all 8 channels at once. Also, while the drivers are solid on modern systems, it is a bit of a reminder that this design has been around for a while. It is not the flashiest piece of kit on the market, and it lacks some of the fancy touchscreens or app-based routing you see on the newer, more expensive interfaces. But look, if you are focused on getting the job done without breaking the bank, this thing is a workhorse. It does exactly what it says on the tin, and it does it reliably. It is one of those rare pieces of gear that just sits there and works, letting you focus on the music rather than troubleshooting your signal chain. If you are building out a home studio and need to track more than just a couple of mics, this is probably the most sensible way to spend your money. It is not perfect, but for the sheer amount of I/O you get, it is hard to argue with the value.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.